Hey there, everybody. Al Iverson here. Time for another video. Let's answer another one of your email authentication and deliverability questions. This time around, the question is this. What about Apple? And then as a bonus, I've got a BIMI survey for you as well. We'd love to get your feedback on what you think about what's going on with sender logos. But first, the question. This came from Mark. Mark said, excuse me for DMing you, but I have a question. I'm disappointed that it seems that Apple is not going to show the inbox logo using BIMI, but using their own solution. My question for you is, what do you think might be the motivations for Apple to not just use BIMI as well? Well, what Mark is referring to is Apple Business Connect, and Apple announced an upgrade to this program, which they initially launched in 2023. But just last week, they started talking about enhancements to it that include a sender logo. So you can define a logo to show up in the Apple Mail email client. Specifications are a little bit different than BIMI. It does require DMARC. It does require DMARC enforcement, which is a good thing. It's got some different requirements for the graphics, but ultimately that doesn't mean that Apple has abandoned BIMI, and in fact, they have not. Apple still supports BIMI in Apple Mail. Apple is still part of the group supporting BIMI. Here's that whole ecosystem of mailbox providers that support BIMI. So fear not. While the new Apple Business Connect gives a new and different path to a sender logo, it does not mean that Apple has abandoned BIMI. Who's going to want to do one way versus the other? I think it depends on what your reach is and where you're sending to. While Apple is very well represented in the mobile ecosystem, Apple mailboxes, in other words, iCloud as a percentage of subscriber list, especially in the B2C realm, is pretty low. So if you're going to support only that Apple Business Connect logo methodology, you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities to be able to display logos for other subscribers. So there's probably a better path, or maybe you do Business Connect in addition to BIMI to be able to capture other mailbox providers, in particular Gmail. So anyway, there's lots more to say on that, but just a simple clarification for now. Apple, while they announced a new thing that's sort of BIMI-like, they are not abandoning BIMI. This other thing is not BIMI. It's a little bit different. And speaking of that, how much do you know about BIMI? We would love to hear from you here at Valimail, if you would be willing to take a short survey and tell us what you think about BIMI. We're trying to coordinate efforts on education and industry knowledge sharing, and your feedback really helps guide that process. So if you'd be willing to take that survey, I thank you greatly in advance. You can see the URL there, xnnd.com/survey. It'll be above or below this in the description for the video as well. So please, thank you in advance for your thoughts and feedback. And if you have any other questions, feel free to drop me a line, al.iverson@valimail.com. Or if you're looking for help with BIMI or DMARC, any of those things relating to email authentication, those are things that we do well. Visit us at valimail.com to learn more. Thanks. Have a great day.